Hello, my name is Michelle Mari. I'm 27 years old. I was born in Johannesburg and lived and was raised in Midrand for all of my life. I'm a member at Christchurch Midrand and am currently one of the youth ministry leaders. I'm also an attorney, and as it turns out, is my love for the law of the Republic of South Africa is not as great as my love for God's law, although the Constitution still holds a very close second place. And I'm here to tell you about Christianity Explored, which is a great course offered at Christchurch Midrand. But I guess I'll first start by telling you about my faith and my walk with Jesus Christ. From a young age, I was blessed enough to know the Lord. I actually went to Christchurch Prep throughout my primary school and Christchurch College throughout my high school. And being in an environment like that where it was God-centered and Bible-centered, where there was an importance placed on reading the Bible and praying, whilst being surrounded by like-minded people and being taught by them, adult and children alike, was really, really invaluable for me, and is a large reason for why I am the way I am today and who I am today. But as a lot of you would know, is that what is difficult or can be difficult for people who grow up in the church or grow up in a church environment is really being able to grasp the importance of practically pursuing your faith and placing that responsibility in your own hands without being prompted by your environment. And so after school, I did what most people do. You pursue what it looks like to have a good life. So I pursued my studies, and I pursued my career, and I pursued my relationships, friendships, and romantic relationships, hoping they will lead to a fruitful marriage. And what ultimately happened is that these pursuits showed themselves to be disappointing outside of God. My studies took longer than I hoped at an institution I didn't necessarily plan on studying at. My career was filled with all sorts of emotionally and psychologically draining goalposts, and my long-term relationship proved itself to be one-sided and fruitless. And it was at the disappointing realization that these things couldn't fulfill me is when I realized that the only time I was actually content and fulfilled was when I was immersed in a God-centered environment. And so I started to pursue consistently going to church as a priority, reading the Bible, praying as a priority in my life. And when I started doing that again, it was like coming home. And so now I'd like to invite you into this home by inviting you to Christianity Explored online. The course starts from the 12th of July at 5:30 on a Sunday and will continue for the next few Sundays for 6 weeks at the same time. And it's just a fantastic opportunity for people who are seeking God or new Christians to really just grasp what it is that is at the heart of the Christian faith and what it means to know the good news of the gospel. And for more mature Christians and people who are more secure in their faith, it is just a fantastic opportunity to be reminded that there is never enough of God to know. So I'd really encourage you to RSVP. You can do so by sending an email to ce@christchurchmidrand.co.za. And lastly, I would just like to leave you with this and remind you that God is always actively pursuing you. And there is no time better than right now to turn around and pursue Him right back.